I guess this is our 18th or 19th Christmas together, isn't it, Paul? And every year since the early 50s, on Thursday nights, we've been answering our viewer mail. Tonight is certainly no exception. Let's get right to it, shall we? Letter number 1. Dear David, every night that I watch your show, you start out by telling a few jokes and announcing your guests. Then Paul stands there and tells us how great you are and all the great things you do. For quite some time now, I've wondered how much money Paul is paid to say all these great things about you. I truly don't believe he means much of what he has to say. I wish just one time Paul would be given the chance to say on the air what he really thinks about you without pressure from the person who signs his paycheck. Well, this hurts me deeply. This is from Doug McAllister. Paul, would you care to respond to this?
He's right, actually. I should be able to speak honestly as myself. I think he's really right.
All right, well, let's clear the air here. Go ahead. Feel free to say what you really think, and there's no pressure on you this time.
Well, thank you, David. I'm going to sort of bare my soul and speak very honestly and say something I've never said before. I'm going to tell you something I've never said before. I'm thrilled about the show, and I think you are a nutty, marvelous kind of entertainer. I mean that sincerely.
Thank you, Paul. I appreciate your honesty. Letter number 2. Dear Dave, howdy, it says. I've been watching your show faithfully for 10 or 12 years now, and I have always wanted to write a letter to you. Unfortunately, I have never been able to think of any good things to write about. I was hoping maybe you could come up with something interesting for me to say. I'll leave some space here for an idea. Yours truly, Margie Lentz, Brookfield, Missouri. Well, I'm sorry, Margie. As you know, of course, we read your letter last week on the show, but I did at that time forget to pass along your P.S. here. P.S. Please say hi to Will Lee and the band for me. Okay, Margie, Will, Paul, guys, Margie Lentz from Brookfield, Missouri says hi.
Okay.
Hi, Margie. Thank you for your nice note.
Margie? Bob, get the doctor on the phone. Our daughter just fainted.
Little holiday drama taking place here. That, of course, was Margie Lentz, all the way from Brookfield, Missouri, by the magic of video teletronics, ladies and gentlemen. Letter number 3. Dear Mr. Letterman, this is the second time I write to you. Did you receive my first letter? At least on the Tonight Show, I got a response, even though it was a tacky mimeographed form letter. I guess it doesn't interest you that your show is watched here in Mexico City. Maybe then they'll take it off the cable. Well, best regards, and hope that this time you will answer. Yours very truly, Roy Blom. Well, Roy, you know, I really am interested in the fact that Mexico City watches this program. In fact, I remember the night I first heard the news, I was reading an article entitled Cities Where Late Night is Broadcast, and sort of a strange evening. Atlanta, Dallas, Chicago, Mexico City. Mexico City? Never heard of such a place. Oh, here it is, Mexico City. Oh, I'd like to learn more about this Mexico City. I bet Captain Haggerty knows something. Hi, Captain.
Hello, David. What brings you to this part of the studio?
Captain, tell me everything you know about Mexico City.
Mexico City. I haven't heard that name in years.
You mean you know the place?
Know the place? David, they used to call me Captain Mexico City Haggerty. Let me explain.
The captain talked long into the night. And by morning, I knew everything about the country. Bananas, coffee, sugar cane, they were all exported by Mexico. The official language, Spanish. The highest elevation, Orizaba. And the capital, Mexico City. Frankly, no words ever sounded better than those two that night.
Another thing that you have to know is
So who the hell are you to tell me I know nothing about Mexico City? Suddenly, the festive holiday mood has turned kind of ugly. Well, finally, dear Dave, what happened to Will? Sincerely, Amy. Well, Amy, gee, I don't know what happened to Will. Paul?
I don't know, Dave. He was here just a minute ago.
Are you all right, Margie?
I think so, Mom. I must have fainted.
Well, we'll have no more of this watching Late Night with David Letterman. Oh, that must be the doctor.
Come in.
Hello, Margie. What seems to be the matter?
There you have it. Viewer mail. We'll be right back. Is she all right now? We'll be right back with Richard Lewis after you take a look at this.